40 years ago, we opened our doors with one mission in mind.
We'll be right back with the top 10 songs of 1983.
To sell quality American-made vehicles at a fair price.
You have arrived.
And we've loved every minute of the ride. Celebrating 40 years of Two Rivers Ford.
Good afternoon from the Superbook.com sports desk. I'm Joe Hunt. Going on right now, Belmont and Indiana State in the MVC quarterfinals game. That right now has Indiana State up 14-10, but we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Basketball-wise, tonight you've got UT Martin and Tennessee Tech going at it in the OVC semifinals. That's going to tip off at 9:30, and you can watch that on ESPNU. Around the NFL, the Raiders have announced that they plan to use the franchise tag on Josh Jacobs if they cannot get a long-term deal done before Tuesday. Don't forget, Josh Jacobs did lead the NFL in rushing with 1,653 rushing yards. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once in your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City.
Beautiful day in the Music City.
Did your feet hit the ground this morning?
They most definitely
Beautiful
did.
day in the Music City.
You know what else hit me?
What?
A smile on my face when they hit the ground.
Did you have 70-mile-an-hour winds hit you?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what hit me.
Yeah, and I almost blew my truck to the next lane. Y'all got to be careful out there. Be very,
careful out
very,
there,
very
seriously.
careful.
It could have been a lot worse, but man, that was something else. 105,000 people last I saw without power in Middle Tennessee right now.
Ooh.
Man, power out everywhere.
Yeah, there's trees
Crazy.
down, lights
There's
out.
lights down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Whatever neighbor is missing their grill in my neighborhood, it is in my backyard.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Hey.
It'll probably be there till you come get it because I ain't going to get it.
Or you can set it up at the end of the driveway and have a full court, Babs.
Back a long time ago, we had those, I think it was Christmas Eve, maybe it was Christmas Day, where the tornadoes rolled through like Cool Springs. And this was a long time ago. But my friend, Darren Houck, his family, he was in his bedroom and the roof got lifted off his house. And like,
House ain't got no roof.
it had no roof. And so he's laying in bed like, wow, I just got a sunroof. Hello.
I don't know if I should really jam
That's
on that one.
terrifying.
It's terrifying. So you know what happened? Their neighbor's boat ended up in their tree in their backyard. In the tree.
What?
It ended up as like a State Farm commercial, like nationally.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it was real. They didn't put the tree up. I mean, not the tree up there. The boat up there.
How you get a boat out of a tree?
How you put the boat in the tree?
The tornado.
Yeah.
Tornadoes do whatever they want.
It makes sense.
You know? You seen Twister with all the cows flying around?
I have. That's the
that's
wildest
a great
thing.
movie.
Wizard of Oz is too.
Yes.
Little bit older by like 60 or 70 years.
The only
but yeah.
problem with Twister is Bill Pullman. Is that who it is?
Yes.
No, is that Bill Pullman?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
What's
him.
the problem with him?
He just plays himself in every role. Is that who it was?
Oh, he's really Bill Pullman out there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Bill Pullman. I'm playing Bill Pullman.
Let me see.
I mean, he was good though.
He was
Who
good as
cares?
He's
himself.
really good, man. He had to get
No, Bill
Dorothy.
Paxton.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it was
Yeah.
Bill Paxton.
John
Bill
yes.
Paxton.
Paxton.
brother.
Bill Paxton plays Bill Paxton in everything. hey, man, look at the twister. Wow, cows. You know, I mean, it's like he should have been in Point Break with Keanu Reeves.
Hey, and that's just how he talk. That's a hell of a movie, too.
Hey, Don Davenport.
Hi.
Babsy!
I'm in the
Mike Pop.
building.
I think the
Twitch, please.
I think the 70
Please.
I think the 70-mile-an-hour wind just blew her in here during the intro.
That's right.
She came flying in here.
Blew straight in. Yes. Had some coaches calls
Some
for XFL. What are you laughing at?
Because I did what I do. I bring up
Is Bill
Twister.
Paxton
Did he
dead?
die?
Bill Paxton is dead.
Are you serious?
According to Cindy Hall.
man, you all gotta leave these people alone.
This happens every
You
time
do
you
not
bring
want me
somebody
mentioning
up.
your name on the show.
It means
ever.
you're either
Yo,
dead
don't-
or about to be.
You're up, Bob Barker.
No, I don't do
We
Bob like that.
just talked about Bob yesterday. Honk, don't you dare.
He's 99.
It's not me, it's him.
It's me. Ramon Foster in the chat. He writes savages. You can watch the show YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Adam writes, currently watching y'all. My fence came apart in pieces.
Uh-oh. There really is there's a lot of damage out there. There's a lot of stuff flying around. Just be careful.
Like it's sunny in downtown Nashville, and
Yep.
I got out of my car here about 2:00 or so, and Wendell in sales was sitting in his car next to me, and I opened my car door and I let go, and the wind took it, and I grabbed it real quick before it hit his car.
Oh, that's a good thing.
And your door might fall off. No, for real.
So that happened to me, not today, but in the wind. Nailed, guys walking right to his car, nailed a brand new Tesla SUV.
You did?
I mean, like tagged it. And I was like, and I had baby Babs in my arms, and I was like, oh crap. And then the guy walks up.
You did this?
I did this. And I was like, is this your car? And he was like, yep. I was like, I'm sorry. Here, I'll give you my insurance, whatever info. And he was like, it's fine. It happens. I'm like, really?
Wow.
Because that is a brand new
That's a
Tesla
great guy
SUV.
right there. He
I'd have
must
been like,
understand.
hey man, give me
I know.
250 and we'll be fine.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It was at soccer
Negotiate.
complex. I mean,
Soccer complex.
it was at a soccer complex, and I was parked like somewhat far away, but it was just like the wind caught it and just tagged it.
She's like the wind.
You know,
And you guys know my car is an absolute disaster, right? You know,
So you
right?
was
I
fine
say
with your
right now,
car.
but yeah, I'm like, I don't care about my car. I'm
No, you
backed into
you
the
drive a
Set
different
the
car
doors
every
off.
day. I don't know.
She
what's
sure
going
do.
on. Yeah.
Guess what? So I went to
musical
go
cars.
drop my suit off to get taken in.
Because you lost all this
Look
weight
at that.
Yeah, man. Had to take
with
two
your
of them up there.
spinach drink. Disgusting.
No, this is actually cream of chicken soup with
Well,
spinach in it.
also you're stirring it like the Queen of England or something.
Like my pinky up.
Wait, she's dead too.
Come on, y'all. You got to leave these people
2
alone,
for
man.
2.
Sorry, Queen. Rest in peace.
Well, they had the door
But you are
locked.
you're very dainty with your little stir
Hey, man.
recipe there.
Hey, everybody. It's how I consume it, Euro, is what's important.
All right, whatever. NFL draft combine is going on today, and the DBs are putting up some fast times. But before we get to this or to that, we get to this and that. Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building. You better be ready, Babs. In the building. Y'all ain't got no roof. It's time for the show. Ha ha. I probably could do that on my own with the music playing. Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
So I went to go drop my suit off real quick, and the door was locked. I'm over at McPherson's like, what up, y'all? Hey. And the man looking at me. I'm like, unlock the door. And he was, a little older gentleman, wiser gentleman.
Moving slow.
You move slow on me. I'm like, man, my suit's about to blow away and everything. So when he opened it real slow. I'm like, what's going on? He said, the wind almost blew the door off. I said, oh. And then he showed me. And then on the door, oh, hey, this ain't funny. I ain't even gonna tell that part. Because that ain't funny.
This is one of the things that frustrates
He just checked
me the
himself.
most.
Yeah, that ain't funny.
Before he wrecked himself.
Because when he opened the door, the wind blew again and almost blew him down.
Oh, bless his heart.
This poor little wise man.
Yeah, little wise man. But that's my man, though. He got me in and out of there. Appreciate you, brother. McPherson. Thank you. I knew you liked the vibes.
Can I come give him a hug?
All kinds of messages on the chat. Let's see. Emmett, happy Friday. It's very windy outside. Thought I was in Chicago. Lethal Latin _615. Man, the White Castle sign in the borough fell over onto cars.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Is that White Castle still open up, Bill?
Apparently.
Oh, I think it might
Why
have been
wouldn't
shut
it
down.
be?
I think it might have been shut down. I think it's the one connected to the gas station.
All I know is White Castle fries only come in one size.
They sure do. And you can tell
Delicious.
them large and they still be right there in that little bitty box. Are you talking about the size of the fry? Or the size of the box?
I'm just talking about the Beastie Boys line where they say White Castle fries only come in one
Why,
size.
why did I not expect a song?
Right?
This is my fault.
Let's see what else. My house might not have a roof in a few minutes. According to
Yeah.
Adam.
Better call Tim Leaper Roofing. Turn it. Hey, house ain't got no roof.
Bucky says Bill
hey,
Paxton
on a
was.
serious note, my neighbor's shingles have been ripped off.
Savage singles got ripped off.
Yeah.
Was I
So-
supposed to share that shot, Savage?
Ramon Foster.
Yep. My bad, Savage.
Bill Paxton was in Coconut Pete and Club Dread, the greatest character in any movie ever. Jibo says tree down on the road. Damn. Jibo said this is chaos. Emmett says traffic lights taking a beating.
It is chaos.
Cindy Slay's
Okay.
really upset about that White Castle sign.
I am. Like, that's different.
Hey, so did y'all know that Maryland has like the fastest corners in the world?
What, Babsy?
Thank you.
On Trash Talk Friday.
No, I was about to trash talk the fact that we need to talk about how fast people are nowadays. How
Listen,
are these players?
Weather is a
so
big deal in the city
fast?
today. Everybody's dealing with it. Everybody.
And
DJ Turner, cornerback, Michigan, 4.27, fastest 40 time turned in so far. Now, that might
4.27.
4.27, that might get manipulated up a little bit, remember?
No.
No,
those
yeah,
are- those
yesterday.
are
manipulated
official
down.
numbers.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like
Oh, yeah.
faster, manipulated faster. These are not official times according to the NFL. Remember, let's see, Byron Young ran a 4.48 yesterday, but then they came back and said it was really a 4.43. So
Holy moly.
let's watch that 4.27 and see what happens there.
That's nuts.
The second and third fastest time so far at the combine are both Maryland cornerbacks. Jacorian Bennett, 4.31. Deontay Banks, 4.35.
Let me go look at their record, how they finished up.
When you see the records, you're going to understand why they had to be so fast.
They were running to the locker room after the game.
They were having to run after everybody.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
Hey, but see, this is what
It
I'm saying
wasn't
too,
great.
though. When we asked, I almost said Commissioner Sankey. When we asked, Cosell and Sankey kind of look alike.
they gotta do.
Just people, man. Take a couple wrinkles out of Cosell and he'd match them up. But anyway, this is what I'm telling you. That's why I was asking Cosell yesterday when Byron Young ran that time, like, hey, man, he's a big pursuit type guy. Did you see the speed and like chasing people down? And Blaine said the same thing. So, Cosell didn't kind of side with me on that, but Hitman
I was
said
going
it
to
without
say,
even mentioning it.
Cosell kind of said, well, but on tape, he needs a counter move.
Straight
he
line
needs
runner.
a couple things. Yeah.
But man, he used to come
Yeah.
around that age.
But Cosell's like way deep into the tape. That's,
So
you know.
But listen,
And
if you,
I agree, but I'm saying pop off the tape. Like, I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
but
I was right.
if you're
Yeah.
if you're an edge rusher and you run like that, you at least have a job in the NFL for a long time
Yeah.
as a third down guy to go get the quarterback.
Did Derek Barnett have that bend like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't remember him having the Bud Dupree motorcycle
he did it
on TJ
against
Watt.
he did it against Nebraska. I
Did
remember.
he? Okay.
Yeah, the one that got him the record.
Okay.
He completely motorcycled,
Got down
but
in
he
there.
had multiple moves.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
yeah,
he was
that's
more of
true
a
too.
complete
Yeah.
defensive
Yeah.
lineman. But
But
I
Byron
mean,
get off that edge, man.
yeah, and I'm not saying he can't be better than that, but I'm like, he just proved yesterday, baseline, like at the worst, he's a third down rusher
You feel him? That's
for a long time.
Yeah. Would you be? Would you be more impressed by him? Because I don't want to bring him up. Him or Rashad Weaver? Because I don't feel Rashad Weaver got no bend.
No, he really doesn't.
You
He's
feel
kind
what
of
I'm saying?
he's kind
But
of
he
a
know how to
straight line
get
guy,
there.
but he's a big dude.
You feel?
Yeah.
That's Byron Young.
That's what you
Is
feel
what you're
me?
saying,
That's
yeah.
I can be wrong.
Might be a
though, but
good
I'm just
comparison.
asking.
Emmanuel
You think
Forbes.
Young has more?
I feel like he's leaner and able to. Yeah,
Like maybe more potential?
More
That's
more
growth
that's
there.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Good job.
more of an athletic skill set.
Yeah.
At that point,
Not a knock to Weaver
Yeah.
because Weaver get there.
and he's getting better.
Yeah, but it's
Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State, 4.35 cornerback. Keely Ringo from Georgia, awesome player, and this really helped him. 4.36.
See, and he big.
He's physical.
Like, yeah.
So the thing on him was that he was, remember before the Tennessee game, Like the tape on him showed that he was really physical but didn't have the quick
Catch up.
twitch.
Yep. Yep. And he showed in that game.
Boy, he played
Quick
lights out.
twitch and catch up speed.
So then yesterday, Nolan Smith from Georgia, edge rusher, 4.39. Gosh. Which is faster
That's
than cornerback Keitrell Clark from Louisville, cornerback Trevius Hodges Tomlinson from TCU. I mean, that's crazy. Byron Young at 4.43.
That's a D lineman, man.
Cam Smith, cornerback South Carolina, 4.45. So you got these edge guys right in the middle of these corners. Crazy. All right, more 3HL coming up. 615-737-1045. How interested in the NFL Combine are you? 615-737-1045. Buddy Allen Carpet One, they are your flooring experts, and not only that, they're a local company, so you can deal with Judson and Jenna and all the guys at Buddy Allen Carpet One each and every day, all the way through your project, and they're going to help you out through the installation as well. That's where the big box companies and stores turn you over to a 1-800 number. Not going to happen at Buddy Allen Carpet One. Love these guys, and you will too. They are here to help you all the way through your flooring project. It's going to dramatically transform your home. Buddy Allen Carpet One in Donaldson, 2405 Lebanon Pike, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Everyone sending, well, not everyone, I guess, but a lot of y'all are sending weather damage reports on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. You can watch the show there.
Twitch, please.
Also on Twitter, PT 1985 siding on the side of the house is ripped off. Cha-Cha Tweets writes, okay, this is not sports related, which is perfect for us. Ladies, today is not the day to play with those glueless wigs. You definitely need some glue today.
Oh, no.
Yes, you do.
Boy.
Hats, not a good idea. Even my glasses on my forehead.
What's nice Friday?
Took a little fly.
Jibo says, tree vine just whipped in front of me. This is some Jumanji stuff.
Uh-oh.
Amani says, please tell me what that green stuff is, that weight loss liquid. Thank you.
That is spinach.
Ugh. Looks terrible.
And cream of something.
I'm just going.
Oh, that was cream of chicken and dosed with spinach. I gotta get my vegetables in, dog. Whole leaf powder spinach.
And then here comes Babs in the studio. We're not supposed to have food in here, but
yeah, nobody.
Why
knows
you
that,
got to
bro.
call me out and get me in trouble?
well, a big bag, like the biggest bag of chips you could get
Yeah.
with salsa.
Hey, man. And let me just say,
They're the on the border chips too.
I went in.
Look how excited she is.
Hey, she should be, because they are phenomenal. That's my first chip in 2 months.
Slay had one.
He
It was
lost-
unlike any reaction I have ever
He
seen.
lost
It's
his
so
mind.
Good. It was so good.
It was very Bruce. It was. That's exactly what he did.
I know.
It was like
Some Harry Met Sally stuff.
it was basically it was Bruce Pearl, but it was like the positive version of Bruce Pearl, how he lost his mind.
It was so good.
Yep.
Like, I mean, there's so much flavor. And then the chip. Like, that was my first time, I think, really being able to taste the chip.
Like,
The
you
chip was
appreciate it 'cause you hadn't had it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, man.
What did Bruce say the other day after the Alabama game?
Oh, he
Let's
lost.
just talk about what Saturday represents now.
Oh, we'll get ready to play Tennessee. We were incredibly outmanned at the end. Had 4 guys on the bench in foul trouble.
That's how I felt.
Joke!
Exactly.
Auburn head coach Bruce Pearl.
That's how I felt. As soon as I tasted that chip.
Andy Burcham's like, and that's Auburn head coach Bruce Pearl.
Laura
Moving
says on the border tortilla chips are the best. My favorite.
They're
so
joke. That's what they are.
I've never had them, but they are pretty good. Speaking of Tennessee and Auburn,
I
David
know,
weighing in
Andy.
615-737-1045. What up, David?
Hey, what's going on? Last time Slay was at Auburn, he said something about the Boom Boom Room, talk about infringement, copyright infringement. I thought that was pretty funny. But hopefully Auburn lays a smackdown tomorrow and they score a few more points. What do you think, Don?
Yes.
Okay, back to
War
you.
Eagle.
War
That
Eagle.
was a hell of a conversation. What do you think, Don? Yes. War Eagle. Okay, see ya.
Dynamite drop in.
Do your Marv. You should have did your Marv behind it.
Ewing, yes.
No, what do you think? What do you
Point me
think
in.
the effect of roster change with Zakai gone is here?
Regardless if Zakai was there, I think Auburn take care of business because they needed the baddest. Like this, they got to have this.
The way Alabama happened, the way that loss happened, and they're 2-6 in their last 8. Like BP is going to let it all fly for the last regular season.
That's how I feel. And it's at the Jungle. Like, it's senior night. It's the last game, regular season. You got to have it. You've been hanging in the balance with so many games. And Tennessee not coming in fully healthy. So, I mean,
I'm
I
hoping
wouldn't be
that
surprised if Tennessee win, but I'm betting my money on Auburn.
I mean, they played well without Zakai
Right.
in the moment.
In the
but
moment.
You see that a lot, though.
That's
I mean,
right.
Vanderbilt did the same thing when
With
they
Liam.
lost. Yeah.
Liam,
And he went out 4 minutes in the game. Just like Zakai went out 3 minutes in the
Yep.
game, and Vanderbilt was able to do it in the moment. But now BP will see that and, see how Tennessee responded. Tennessee may make some changes. It's probably going to be a hodgepodge at point guard. And a real key, honestly, is if Tyreek Key can go.
And let me say this. A lot of this also depends on Wendell Green, the point guard for Auburn.
right.
If he plays erratic, like, they can lose, like, and get handled by 10 or more.
Yeah.
But he's got to be in control, man. He can't
When
play.
he is, he's a problem.
It's
His range of play is ridiculous.
totally different game. So it's
that's
on
probably
him.
why Bruce is frustrated. I guarantee you that's one of the elements why he's frustrated. The range of play, because those guys want to know what they're going to get.
Yep.
That was the whole thing with Butch Jones and Josh Dobbs and that coaching staff, and that he didn't practice well. So if you don't practice well, it's hard for me to put you on the field. But they put him on the field.
I don't know
boom.
what you're about to do. Yeah.
Right, and coaches are type A of type A and control freaks and all these things. Tennessee at Auburn, 1 o'clock on ESPN. I'm with you. I think Auburn wins either way, with or without Zagai Ziegler going. But
the only thing
Tennessee's good enough. If Tennessee hits threes, they can beat anybody. We always say that.
Yeah. The only thing I worry about is what that Alabama game took out of that Auburn team too. I mean, because it was physical. They were up big. I hope it does.
Yeah.
I mean, it clearly pissed off Bruce.
Yeah. I think the best thing they got stop, joke.
I mean, even before that, he was just like.
And I think, Babsy, the best thing that they have in their favor is everything is still in front of them and it's on them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is they don't need Mississippi State to beat Vanderbilt at Vanderbilt in order for them to be safe. Like, it's all on y'all, Auburn. You right there, you're hanging in the balance. It's up to you. And I think that, man, golly, I would be shocked.
Listen, the job the Missouri coaches have done this year might lead to a Coach of the Year type thing. 22-8, 10-7 in the league.
Then it's
but
great.
I mean, Stack. If they go 11-7 in conference play with the way they started, that is some unreal stuff right there.
Yeah. And I listen, that game is going to be big too, because Vanderbilt's still hanging right there in the balance of consideration by beating Kentucky. They beat Mississippi State. That's another quad one win. They look good. They get to the semis, in the tourney. Ain't no telling what. It's going to be 8 teams going. It's going to be 8 teams going.
I'm going to pull up the RBI while we're talking.
There's going to be 8 teams going. Can they beat them? I just don't know. Man, Mississippi State's, they are bullies. They got Matthews, DJ Jeffries, and Tolu Smith. Without a Lim Robbins, that's why I can't understand why they beat Kentucky, but
that is a tough
man. That front court is serious. So it's gonna be interesting to see. They're gonna have to shoot the ball well. You talking about shooting the ball well? Vandy shoot the ball well. They can get out of there with a win, but you got to be able to counter them bigs down there. They hit the glass hard. Goodness gracious.
Vanderbilt is 46th in RPI.
Ain't
46.
Bad.
I mean, that's
ain't bad right there.
That's in the mix. Alabama 1, Kansas 2, San Diego State 3.
Where'd they come from? Goodness, I ain't even been keeping an eye on them. They're fighting Kawhi Leonard's.
Yeah, they're 23-5. Aztecs. Nevada.
It's Nevada.
Every time I say it, I look at Babs and I say it differently every time.
I don't think I've
never
ever said Nevada.
It's Nevada.
Like somebody from Nevada said that?
Well, she went and did a game there, and they told her.
Yes. It's like a big deal.
So the school is that. The state is Nevada, though.
Slay.
I'm asking.
No.
You said they told you. You said the school told you.
Nevada.
I mean,
they are in the state of Nevada.
They're trying to separate themselves and just be staying alone.
Yeah, it's like Tennessee and Tennessee.
Tennessee. It's Tennessee and Tennessee.
By the way, I'll tell you another team nobody's talking about is Memphis.
Basketball-wise?
Yeah, 17th in the country in RPI, right behind Tennessee, who's 16th. Memphis at 23-7. By the way,
when is their conference
AAC
tournament?
When is it?
Yeah,
is it same as?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's playing now? Some of the smaller ones are playing. this
mid-majors
week.
now. Yep.
Belmont,
I'm
Indiana
sorry.
State.
I'm glad you asked.
TSU just got
You
put
got
out
it?
last night too.
I'm glad Babsy asked. OVC semifinals. SEMO and Morehead State tonight at 7. UT Martin, Tennessee Tech at 9:30. TSU lost in the quarterfinals, 91-83 versus SEMO. Missouri Valley, Belmont playing right now. You got a score? Belmont versus Indiana State. Remember, they played a couple of games ago, and Belmont beat Indiana State with 2 free throws with 2.5 seconds left to win 89-88 with the biggest comeback for Belmont in the history of Kirby Event Center. They're playing Indiana State right now. Indiana State, a 2.5-point favorite. Do you have a score?
Right now, Indiana State is up 45-38 with 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Bradley and Northern Iowa winner is who the winner of Belmont Indiana State will get. So SEC Women's Tournament, Kentucky and Tennessee tonight at 8 o'clock.
Hey, Kentucky's still rolling, boy.
Yeah, so Kentucky-Tennessee winner will get the Georgia-LSU winner tomorrow.
On none of Angel Reese. From LSU. Sheesh.
LSU is the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
And thanks for asking, Babs.
Yes. Thanks for being prepared.
I love this time of the year. Just saying.
I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm efforting something.
But
efforting. Here we go. South Carolina, number 1 in the country. They beat Arkansas 93-66.
It ain't. I guarantee the Souls were in the game.
Ole Miss beat Texas A&M 77-60 in women's basketball. So the next game is Georgia LSU at 5:00. Kentucky and Tennessee at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Eastern time zone. Let's go to Reese in Bowling Green. Wants to talk Tennessee,
Reese?
Auburn. Reese, what's up? Happy Friday.
What's up, baby?
Hey, been a minute since we called you since football season. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's a person on your show that forgets where we live at.
Tell them where we live.
We live in Nashville/Kentucky, and we're a little bit tired of hearing about that war eagle. They need to get on that eagle and fly on down to Alabama. I mean, there you go. Auburn's just going to get caught cheating with Bruce Pearl. It's all right. I mean, Dad, we like you and all, and it ain't your fault you're an Auburn fan. That's your parents' fault. But dadgum Tennessee going to run y'all over tomorrow, and that's just a warning sign for what's about to happen in the SEC tournament. And then we're going to roll on through you, and we're going to beat you again in the big tournament. And we're going to go all the way down to the Final Four. And maybe if Ziegler... Maybe we're going to figure that out. Maybe we ain't. But daggum Auburn going to lose in the second round. I'm about damn tired of hearing about damn Auburn. Let's go ball,
baby. That is Reese. Turn it.
Trash Talk Friday.
That was a good hesitation, Hunk. Good
Up there in South Central Kentucky.
But guess what?
What?
Reese.
We accept all trash talk. We ain't had no good trash talk in probably about 3 weeks.
That's right. We do here
That
in
was pretty good,
Nashville/Kentucky.
Nashville/Kentucky.
Yeah, we're not giving.
Hey,
Tennessee/Kentucky.
There's a lot of Kentucky here.
That ain't think about that part. It is a lot of Kentucky.
Oh, there's a ton of Kentucky fans here. Although, let me say this. BBN been a little quiet the last couple of years.
And that ain't me saying it.
No, it's true.
I've been thinking it, and I keep on forgetting to say it.
I don't know if maybe we've run the Kentucky fan base off. I don't know.
You need chips and salsa every day because it's a party over there on your side. There's a fiesta going on. Tell them, Babsy. I know. I've been thinking that.
They've been. I've been missing.
Well, y'all should have seen them blowing my little phone up when they beat Tennessee, but then the Commodores go up there and spank you up
on senior night.
Ooh.
And Sheboy had 22 and 21.
And nobody called me. Wow.
You should have done like one of your little hype videos from your boom boom room.
I was about to, y'all, but I said, I'll sit back and wait. BBN, where art thou?
Yeah, that Commodore dude with the big head,
man,
mascot guy. Like he was out there skinning cats.
Yeah, he pulled a scroll out and he looked on his scroll and your name was on the list. BBN scratched you off. Go stack.
Chips and salsa.
Ain't that's funny, man.
Jake in Brentwood.
Hey,
what's up, Jake?
Hey!
What up, Jake?
Are you blowing away?
Yeah. I'm my way down to Auburn now.
Auburn.
I started in Brentwood. I'm down in Auburn.
Oh, man.
Somebody help me.
Save me. Get off the Eagle.
What you got going this weekend, Jake?
So these times, I know what's going down. I know exactly what's going down. Kirby is over there with a heater on like a seat, like a fold out seat, and he's like, go, and then he's clicking his little stopwatch, and all these times are jacked up. Kirby's over there with a heater timing these suckers. That's what.
That must be it. That's why all these players are running so fast. It's all Kirby.
Oh, yeah.
Kirby. Yeah. I'm like, what did he say?
They're on their way home. Kirby and Buck and Pan the man.
And Rhett Bryant, who's going to join us at 4:20.
Oh.
Yeah, Kobe's over there with it smoking a heater, just like, timing these suckers out.
Hey, are you getting?
I
Did
always
somebody
wonder
bet
if
you
Jake's smoking something too?
like how many times you could say the word heater during your call?
Yeah, I get paid by zigzag every time I say heater.
What about Colt 45? Is this a Colt 45 kind of weekend?
Nah, it's not. It's not. I'm actually excited about tomorrow, to be honest with you.
Why?
I got my first game.
What kind of game? Like, are you coaching?
No. Water polo. That's a Y.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There's two problems with it. One is at 7:30 in the morning. The second thing is I'm just not a good swimmer.
Well, that seems to be kind of a disadvantage if you want to play water polo.
That's kind of important in that sport.
Well, the good news is we had our first practice on Thursday, and they said, "What position are you, Jake?" I said, "Right wing." And I said, "Far right wing." So I just got over there by the skimmer and kind of hung out with some water wings. And yeah, so I felt like I was doing good. I told everybody, "Man, I'm open." They wouldn't throw me the ball. They looked at me like I wasn't even trying.
Well, because you probably look like you're about to die. So
They probably question whether you're sober.
No, you can't swim. You can't swim drunk. That's how you die. Are you crazy? What the? You can't
swim drunk.
You can't do that.
That's how you die. That is
oh
true.
my gosh,
You're right, Jake.
I put one of those mid life jackets on, and they frowned on that. So
yeah, you probably need to work on your
set up
swimming, man.
I sat real tall, but anyways,
So what time are you playing, and which Y?
I can't tell you which one. I don't want a bunch of crowd. I don't want a bunch of cheers.
Oh, hey man, there's a big Jake and Brentwood fan base out there, bro.
So is.
Well, they'd all be there with Colt 45s at 7:30 in the morning. Kegs and eggs, bro. Kegs and eggs.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Happy Friday, Jake.
Appreciate you, brother.
Happy Friday. Love you guys. Peace.
All right,
See ya.
All right, from Jake and Brentwood, we're going to go to Bubba and Dixon. That's
Love
coming
that
up
guy.
next.
This is gonna be good.
All the crew weighing in on Trash Talk Friday.
Everybody checking in.
There's literally nothing more I'd rather do.
Then
I'm
what?
loving it.
Watch water polo. Jake play water polo.
Oh man, we be there.
I don't really know water polo. Like, I don't even know how you play it.
You got to be able to tread water. I know
Oh
that.
man.
It's hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, imagine swimming with your legs and no arms and using your arms to throw the ball.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Remember Ken in the borough that called us who used to live in California where Tiger Woods wrecked his car and
Yes.
he gave us detailed information about that road? He played water polo in college. It's ridiculously hard.
Serious.
There ain't no way Jake can do that.
Oh, no way.
Core strength. He's got the core strength.
You can't swim drunk, Don. We'll be right back.
What's happening, good people? Yes, it's me, Slim Slade. Listen, you can slim up with your boy too, man. You want to get on it? You want to do a complete 180? Well, join me with Awaken 180, weightloss.com. Your clothes fitting a little snug. You want to get like me? Let's go get us something new. How you going to do it? Follow me. Come on, boys and girls. Come on in here. Have a seat in front of me. Now listen to me very carefully. When I'm losing the weight, you're probably looking like, man, he ain't losing no muscle or anything. No, I'm not. Reason being, because it's attacking the fat. That's right. I've got it down to a science, along with my coach, Sam, because you'll get a personalized coach that you check in with weekly like I do. And that right there is the key to success. Sticking to your plan, sticking to your script, and you watch the weight just fall off. The heat is coming this summer. Don't be caught out there just playing around. Get the solution for weight loss with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Big Slay told you to. 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800. hit them up for your consultation or go on the line at awaken180weightloss.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Dawn Davenport, there she is.
Come on, Babsy.
The dulcet tones.
Give the people what they want.
I'm sorry, I was eating a chip.
He was eating Fiesta.
Fiesta.
Man, that salsa leaving fast.
What up, Boom Boom Room?
Hey, yo, how you doing?
Still got the YouTube? You still got the YouTube channel rolling?
I do have it rolling, but I haven't done any interviews as of late because I haven't had any time. But the summer is fastly approaching, so be prepared.
I was going to say, you're a little busy.
Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. I do got about 2 in the bank I could let go, but.
Which one?
You're like Prince. You got a vault.
I do have a vault. Babsy just tried to get me to tell. Reveal. I can't reveal, Babsy.
Like you said, Avril, like Levine.
Talk about sexy when she in the 90s.
You thought so?
Avril Lavigne? Heck yeah. Skater boy. Whew.
Hunk.
What?
Avril Lavigne?
Absolutely. Heck, look at her now.
Really?
I ain't looked at her in a long time.
She wears really dark eyes.
That's what I thought. I thought gothic like. Wasn't she like gothic like?
Yeah, she's got that grunge thing going.
Oh,
that's very odd, Hunk.
I've got weird tastes.
615-737-1045.
Oh, you can't say
You
that.
can't say that. You're married.
I know. If y'all know everything about my wife, I've got weird tastes. I just have weird tastes.
This brother. You was worried about taking your shirt off at the polo club.
One day she's going to listen on the app, bro.
Look, that woman's making me go to a baby shower tomorrow that I don't want to go to. And at this point, I really don't care. Okay?
Wait, is it y'all's baby
That's
shower?
what I was going to say.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Hunk. Come on.
This brother here just lost.
Look,
this brother
okay.
The wind done blew
Did y'all
his
catch he
senses out of
said,
here.
y'all catch he said that woman?
Yeah.
Yes. And it's their baby.
It's
their
baby shower. Just a baby shower.
It's not a baby shower.
Just a baby down the street.
Her baby shower.
Look, there are 35 people that are invited to our house. There's not room for 35 people in our house.
What time? Because your team plays your other team at 1:00.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do?
This is at 2:00, and I have already said I'm going to be in my office with my door locked.
Nope.
Doing my thing. I'll come out for presents.
I know that ain't going to last.
Making me. She made me clean the house all week.
I'm a big body language guy. You just took your hat off and scratched your head.
Because it's throwing me off. Okay?
It's flustered.
I am making me go to this thing.
Tennessee, Kentucky tonight at 7:00, SEC Network. I'm in on that. 3 seed versus 14 seed. Winner gets 7 seed Georgia or 2 seed LSU. They play at 5:00. See, we work sports in. Bubba and Dixon. Bubba, what's up?
Oh, just trying to make it back from the house, go pick up the front office, and go to Gatlinburg. Hey, Joe Hunk, if you need a place, I'll text my address. Just come on, son.
You're going to need it.
Bubba, do not encourage this behavior.
Dawn Davenport, that is nothing for him to go sit in and watch a baby shower. What is he getting?
Stuff for his baby. It's his baby.
Exactly. It's all
They're
the
forgetting that
stuff.
part, Babs.
Oh my gosh, we get new clothes. We get this. We get feed everybody up. And all the husbands are looking at her like, what are we doing here? I'm just saying, I've been there.
Is it like pedophores and stuff like that?
Dude, there's these weird, white chocolate flowers that she's been making for 2 weeks. I don't even know what they're called.
That sounds tight, man.
Sounds yummy. White chocolate
I'll leave
flowers.
the front door open. Just going in, son.
Hey, Bubba, what are y'all going to do in Gatlinburg?
Softball.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I really don't know.
It's Reagan and Alley time.
Well, no, Reagan Alley's staying at my parents', and then we're going to celebrate the mother-in-law, so that'll be fun. I'm not real sure what the heck I'm doing. I'm just driving.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm going to see how much liquor and drinks they got up there in Gatlinburg because I'm going to try to drink it all.
Be careful. Don't go too far in there. Used to be dry. Is it still dry up there?
It might be, but guess what? I'm gonna make her go.
Yeah, Pigeon Forge is closed.
We'll make her go.
It's already closed. Yeah, they already said, "Oh shoot, he's coming."
They shut it down.
I will say this, and I just want to say this because I ain't called you guys about a month or so. Dawn, great job on XFL.
Hey,
awesome.
thanks.
She did She did such a good job. They picked her up for a second show. Like a comedian. So now she's going this Sunday.
Oh, we're going to try this out. And you made it.
That's
you
right.
Made it.
Dawn's week to week. She's like a 10-day contract in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's perfect. And then Slay. Look, I don't really watch too much basketball until March. Granted. Okay, cool. I have not been able to not see every night. Hey, when's Uncle Ron on TV? Is he on? We got to watch it. Ron, you are killing it. It is like, it's phenomenal. Dude, I sent you a picture. I'm like, I'm sending Buffalo Wild Wings. I look up, I go, well, I'll be darned.
I texted Grant Ramey to come on the show. He works with On3.com covering Tennessee, and I said that it's me and Davenport because Slay's going to do the Mississippi State game. He goes, Slay lives in my television.
All I want to say is this. Don't get too big for your britches and forget all the small folk once you just start getting on ESPN and stuff like that. All right. Look, I can see it now. You're already got an agent. You're going to go, hey, listen, look what I'm doing at the SEC. Now it's ESPN. Now it's March Madness. All I'm saying is don't forget about us small folk once you get super big.
Hey, guess what? The good thing is, Bubba, I've been doing this for quite a while.
Well, no, but now you're on TV. I know you've been doing it for quite a while, but now you got that big mug sitting there on the TV on ESPN. It's just like.
But this is the thing. Mug. This is the thing. Since it's Trash Talk Friday, let me talk a little trash. This is the thing. You can't make it seem like I like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna this has always been me. I just want you to know this is the same thing you get right here on the radio. It's the same thing you get right there.
It's definitely true.
Same thing you got when I was a freshman in high school. Like, this has always been me. I'm telling you.
Well, it's awesome.
No changing for me, brother. I'm right here with you.
We ain't changing crap. You do you. I'm just saying.
All right.
Get up there, do work, be done with it, but don't forget about us small folk because hey, man, you're killing it. You're doing an awesome job. The girls love it. We got to watch basketball every day.
That's right.
Uncle Ryan's on TV. I'm like, well, who we watching? I don't know. So we're just watching.
Love y'all.
Hey, have a good time in Gatlinburg with the mother-in-law.
Yeah. Good luck.
That's a good ending right there.
Good luck.
Stop in Knoxville at the liquor store.
Happy wife, happy life. Just want to go ahead and remind everybody real quick. Happy wife, happy life.
Adam says, how many dudes named Bubba do you think are in Gatlinburg at one particular time?
All right,
Pred's making news again. This time they acquired a guy, re-signed a guy, and extended a guy.
Hey.
Roster management.
Oh, they're blowing it up.
615-737-1045. We'll take a look at some of these combine times as well. This is 3HO. Diggins Turf and Landscape Supply. You need to get in that lawn and get it going. And my guy, Trey Hartsook at Diggins Turf and Landscape Supply can help you with some info. Trey, what's up?
Brett, what's going on, man? What a beautiful day now after the storms. I'll tell you what, it feels like spring. We're out here at the National Lawn and Garden Show right now. It's just so beautiful. People getting out, getting ready to go. The question is, are you going to be the person this year that takes your lawn to the next level? At Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, we can help you with that, whether it's in the lawn, in the beds, or mowing the grass. We can do those three things for you. If you're following that Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply turf plan, now is the time to get that first round of pre-emergent down, get a little fertilizer, get that barrier set so we don't get ate up with weeds this summer. I'll tell you what, though, we know the time is coming to mow grass. No better time to purchase a piece of lawn equipment than right now. Toro's doing a lot of stuff, special financing options available. And it doesn't have to be Toro. We sell a lot of different brands, Spartan, Right Standard, Walker, any brand that the commercial guys are using, we can usually get our hands on it at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. Stop in and see us. Conveniently located all over Middle Tennessee. Got locations in Nashville, Cool Springs, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Bellevue, Brentwood, Lumber, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. Open up at 7 a.m., closing at 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. We are open on Saturdays now, 8 to 12. If you can't get a hold of us, check us out online, DickensSupply.com.
Good afternoon from the Superbook.com Sports Desk. I'm Joe Hunk. Right now, Indiana State and Belmont going at it in the MVC quarterfinal. Just got back from the half, and right now, Indiana State leads Belmont 61-54. Coming up tonight, UT Martin and Tennessee Tech will be playing in the OVC semifinal. You can watch that on ESPNU at 9:30. Earlier today, Vanderbilt lost to Nebraska in the Cambria College Classic, which is being played at US Bank Stadium. And just be honest with you, the field looks like crap. Tomorrow, Vanderbilt's going to be playing Maryland, and then they're going to be taking on Minnesota. In hockey, the Preds did something they haven't done in a while. They actually traded for a player, and they also signed two current Preds to new deals. The Preds made a trade with the Buffalo Sabres for them sending the 7th-round pick to Buffalo for center Rasmus Asplund. And then they also re-signed Dante Fabro to a 1-year extension worth $2.5 and backup goalie to Kevin Lankinen to a $2 million deal, which is also another 1-year deal. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
For HL 104.5 The Zone, Brett Doherty with you on a Friday afternoon in the Music City. Hope you had a great weekend coming up. Dawn Davenport is here.
Hi.
That's Bon.
Happy Friday to ya.
Twitch, please. Twitch, please.
She will be in Houston on Sunday. Watch the XFL. San Antonio and Houston. What are they, the Roughnecks?
Gotta get a roughneck.
Wade Phillips is the head coach.
Defensive mastermind.
Yep. Versus Hines Ward, the head coach of San Antone.
You going to ask him about his run-in with Blaine and how Blaine never got him back for being cracked back by Hines Ward?
Still looking for him right now.
Absolutely. Totally going to bring that up to him.
He'll remember because all those guys remember all those
They
things.
remember everything. Yep.
Especially when you laugh at them after you do it.
So
laugh.
This guy over here has been stirring various drinks for like the entire show. His name is Ron Slay.
Hello, and I'm in the building,
Okay. I like it.
In the building.
I got no rope.
Time for the show.
That's right.
Did you have trouble rolling around town today with stoplights out and stuff?
I did, man. Coming from the barbershop, all of the lights were out. I was coming up Rosa Park, coming from out north, and, man, I mean, it was backed up. I was right there on Rosa Parks for 30 minutes. Then when I got back to the overpass, all the lights were working. So then I was able to zoom on in. But be careful, though, because the wind, man, even on, like, it ain't playing no games. Sunny outside, but it's windy out there.
We had 70-mile-plus per hour winds.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
Well, that makes sense. There's
grills
in my backyard, and somebody's trampoline went somewhere else in the
you got
neighborhood.
basketball goal. Babs, you got a whole little recreational sale going on at your house.
Yeah.
What if you just, like, what do you do with the grill? Like, you just put it on the message board? Hey, like, on the neighborhood message board?
Neighborhood Facebook page. Hey, if you're missing your grill, come get it.
I'll start cooking on it.
Meanwhile, I got burgers.
Here's the address.
Yeah. Get this Dabo Sweeney grill.
Did I make it?
No.
Wasn't even close, babe.
So I know a lot of y'all are dealing with no power situations. So
Yes.
It's hard to be patient with those guys. So hopefully they get all that stuff taken care of. I think we got pretty lucky, honestly, based on what they were talking about beforehand. So and there were hooks in the radar, which leads to rotation, which leads to tornadoes. But I don't know. NFL Combine going on. DJ Turner, who ran a 4.29, the cornerback from Michigan, his second time 4.26.
I just want to know, man, like how much of this is, because this is fun. This is fun all day long. How much of this translates to football?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight line
this,
running.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, like I've heard people say before, man, nobody's worried about the 40, this, that, and the other. But we clamor for it.
It gets headlines, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all over for it. And it helps people get drafted.
Yeah.
So if nobody really cares about it, why do you move up on the draft board for it?
Like Byron Young moving up on the draft board.
Without question.
Because of a 40 time.
And physical appearance.
But I think it's important though. When you look at 40 time and speed and cone drills and shuttle, whatever, like that kind of stuff I think is important. The weightlifting part from the maxing out and the reps and all that, I feel like that's who cares?
Listen.
The shuttle times, I think, are more.
I think shuttle.
Right.
It's the explosion drills, vertical, the
exactly.
broad
I think
jump.
those are important because they can help players. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the weightlifting part, like that was. We go back to what Blaine was saying yesterday, where he was like, I couldn't. My entire college career, I couldn't.
Bench.
Do 22 at 225. You know, he's like, so I specifically trained for it just for the combine.
Right.
I'm like, that's a waste.
And I mean, and why don't you go out there and put on?
If it doesn't affect how you play.
Why don't you have to run a 40 in a helmet? In jersey, in pads. Excuse me. In pads.
You're saying you'd rather see 40s in.
Put your equipment on.
Like without spandex and.
Yeah, like everybody's fast.
That's like
that,
height in basketball where you take your shoes off. Am I ever going to play without my shoes on?
Bingo.
And to your point about putting the uniform on.
You are big on that.
Huge.
Because I think that part of it does affect different dudes at different levels.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, everybody runs the same time without a uniform, put a uniform on, and everybody runs the same time just a little slower. That's not true.
Right. It's some people, like fast.
Some people are faster than others
Yep.
in pads.
Yeah, exactly, Earl. Yeah, exactly right.
The quarterbacks met with the media today. C.J. Stroud talking about, I guess he was asked about the Bears. The Bears have the overall number 1 pick. He doesn't want to go there.
No, I don't want to go there. That's his team. So, but I think I got to do my thing. I got to go build my legacy. And I know he's rude to me. He texted me yesterday morning. So, me and him are brothers for life.
That's Justin Fields he's talking about. They're not going to draft number 1 anyway, and they're not drafting a quarterback. So,
but that's just a weird comment.
You can't tell me where you not what?
It's not even the weirdest of the day, Don.
I know. We're saving the best for last.
I don't want to go there because he started his own. All right, okay. Here we go. I get called to the Goodell calls me to the podium. The number 1 pick. The 3HL are taking Ron Slade. And I come up there on the podium and say, listen, man, you're all already over there. I'm straight, man.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go
anybody got to pick 9, 10, 12 or something like that. Like, how do you not want to go number 1?
You
I
know
don't
what
care
Eli
if it's somebody else's team.
That's what Eli did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
Well,
I
his
didn't
dad
understand
did.
it
He got
either.
his daddy to do it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Like,
Well, that was more about like not wanting to go to a certain franchise.
Yeah, right. It was fun. Like
that makes sense.
Eli's reaction after the draft is historically funny. After he got drafted, and then he's talking to his dad, and the next thing you know, his dad's working a deal.
Like, dude.
Stetson Bennett apologizing for his public intoxication arrest in Dallas in January.
Yeah, it was a mistake that everybody's aware of. I understand why that can't happen. It was I've talked to coaches about it, talked to GMs, apologized to my family. That's who I felt worse about. Felt like I let them down because no matter where I go now, and even without all this, I've got an obligation. I'm the 4th. Can't do that if your last name's Bennett, and I know better.
Is anybody listening to this?
I kind of felt I nodded off a little bit.
He was so uncomfortable.
Here's the thing: I don't care about it. I really don't.
Damn,
I actually forgot.
I don't care either.
I forgot about it.
Yeah. But he's always getting. I mean, he's getting asked about it.
Well,
did he not know he was going to get asked about it?
That's what it sounded like.
Because he certainly didn't sound prepared.
That man is 24, 25 years old, and how many times did he say,
You know.
You know.
That was
Dude, let's go. Hey, ding it every time he says you know.
Please.
Go again. Go.
Yeah, it was, a mistake that, everybody's aware of. I understand, why that can't happen. It was, I've talked to coaches about it, talked to GMs, apologized to my family. That's who I, felt worse about. Felt like I let them down because no matter where I go now,
Here we go.
and even without all this, I've got an obligation. I'm the fourth. Can't do that if your last name's Bennett, and I know better.
Hey, man.
10 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
in
9, 10.
40 seconds.
Let me tell you what I learned.
You know is the new drinking game with Stetson Bennett.
You know.
Go get you a nice public intox.
I learned at 15, you cannot say You don't get to say You don't get to sit there. If you
I think
take
a lot of
pause,
people
take
don't.
a break.
I think a lot of people don't notice that they do it because
because I do it.
I do it too sometimes.
In
like
conversation.
doing what we do, like you get locked into saying things sometimes, and you have to go back and listen to tape, honestly, to understand that you're doing it. But here's why people do it: because they're uncomfortable with the silence. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So to fill it in while they're thinking about the next thing they're going to say, they say,
This I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
This stage is different. I'm sorry. Man, do you know what my mama would? Boy,
It took him 5 seconds to just say it was a mistake.
I can't believe. See this.
You okay over there?
No,
He's very bothered by it.
I'm super bothered by
Later
this.
in the show, we'll hear from Bryce Young.
Is that what you think is the most bizarre?
Nope.
Nope. He
not
says
that.
Bryce Young says he's been this size his whole life.
This man better not go. He better not get drafted.
Who?
Stetson Bennett. He better not get drafted.
Would you get off
No,
Stetson
no,
I
Bennett?
moved on to Bryce Young, and we need to take a break. So Will Levis, he had something to say today. Boy, y'all are going to love this. That's coming up. Also, Rhett Bryant in the next segment, but we will start with Laura and Ron. If you guys will hang on, then we'll go to Rhett. Oh yeah. Then we'll go to Rhett
Nope,
Bryant.
this is a very different Ron. Trust me.
Executive producer of Titans Radio, who is in Indianapolis all week. We'll do that all next on 104.5 The Zone. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Go ahead and get that next new vehicle and get it done this weekend. Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while. Now is the time to get it done. My friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram can help you out. Daniel Gupton and the guys want you in the vehicle that's right for you. So there will be no pressure at all when you get there. Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville, 3450 Tom Austin Highway. And they are going to help you out and hook you up. They've got a large selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and Jeeps. We are approaching Jeep season, and maybe you've always wanted one. And now is the time for you to maybe go down that path. And they can help you out. 24 West to exit 35, straight shot 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Go ask your questions. They'll have the answers for you. Take your test drive. You'll go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be easy. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All of the dealership information is there. All of the inventory is there as well. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. Get it done this weekend. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3HL 1045, The Zone. Going to visit with Rhett Bryant coming up.
Go on.
Got a lot of weird stuff going on in here. Got like diet drinks and soup and stuff. I don't know. And then we got chips and salsa.
I mean, it's a can't miss part. It sounds like to me, y'all. On a Good Friday. Sound like we got all bases covered. What you think?
I think the chips and salsa is a way better idea than that.
Trying to stay away
Spinach
from
drink.
both of those things.
That's strawberry banana right there, babe.
Oh, sorry.
I ain't put no spinach in it.
Yeah, he keeps mixing new things. Like it's been a constant
Well, it was
thing.
a
It's
spinach first.
It's like English tea over here.
Every 2 hours, I ate at 3. So this will be ready at 5.
615-737-1045. Laura in Bowling Green. Laura, what's up?
Hey, Big Slay!
Hey, Laura, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, rocking and rolling on this good old Friday.
Woohoo! Now listen, I've got a 1 o'clock appointment tomorrow.
Okay, where you got it at?
I got it at the dance office. We're going to pull that kitten's tooth.
I like it. I like it. What about the eagle? We gonna let the eagle get away?
No! Man, put that eagle in a bag and took it to a wildlife center. We tired of eagles.
Ron and Laura, yes.
What are
My
y'all
spirit
doing
animals-
already?
My spirit animals are ready.
Well, Talk Friday, so I had to do a little trash talking.
I love it.
Put the bird in the bag and take it to the wildlife people.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all have a
Thank
great
you.
one.
And Mr. Laura.
No, that's wrong,
I
man.
thought that she just said
Oh.
that it is Shiano Talk Friday, so I had to
thought
talk
you
a
did
little
too.
trash.
I heard the SH at the end, so I think it was trash talk Friday.
All right. Somebody said talking about drinking.
615-737-1045.
Our weekend is started. The weekend is here.
Ron in Lebanon. Ron, what's up?
This is Ron.
Bro, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man.
Loud clear, baby. What's happening?
Bro, y'all on here talking about these vows, bro. Y'all might not beat them boys tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Who you pulling for?
Then,
Ron?
y'all, man, I'm not pulling for nobody, man. I'm just saying. Big Slay. Listen,
Okay.
y'all on here talking about the big tourney. Y'all boys might not even make it out that SEC tournament, man. Down there in Bridgestone, man. Let's be honest.
Now you know we're gonna be automatic qualified, right?
It don't matter. I'm just saying, y'all not. It don't matter.
Now, Ron, the trash talk 101, it got to make a little bit of sense.
No, I'm saying, I'm not saying. I didn't say y'all ain't gonna make the tourney. I said y'all ain't gonna make it out the SEC. I'm just saying though, Big Slay, y'all done lost the boy Ziegler, man. Hey, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I don't know, man. Guard play is essential in them tournaments, man. Y'all done lost a starting guard, man.
No, guards win tournaments. I agree. Guards win tournaments. I agree. Totally.
Man, hey, I don't see it, man.
Who
Go
you think I'm
Doors,
winning?
man.
Okay. Hey, there it is.
Go
I know,
Doors,
I
man.
know something was hiding deep down in that leather coat of yours. Come on out, baby. Come on out. I knew it.
hey, Big Slay.
What
One more
up?
thing, Big Slay.
Talk to me.
Tell your boy Odell Bradley that was not a walk on my nephew the other night, man. Tell him
He called a walk on
hey,
him.
man. Tell him call them games right, man. I almost came out the stands, man. But Big O, man, Big O a big dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got Rumble in the jungle when you go mess with Big O. Yeah, ain't no
Yes,
doubt.
sir. I wasn't ready. Y'all boys
No
be good,
doubt.
man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Zero.
Hey, I knew it was something. I knew it was some underlying.
Is it Vandy fan?
Yeah,
in all
man.
seriousness, if Vanderbilt wouldn't have lost Liam Robbins, I wouldn't put it past them to win the SEC tournament.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And I mean, we got to see what Tennessee does with the point guard position, but not looking good in terms of repeat for sure.
I'm a hold off.
I'm holding off. I said we got to see what they got to do with the point guard position.
You're right.
It's
I just think they're way too inconsistent, and
I
have been. And
what about Texas A&M or Missouri?
Both good, man. Both really, really good. Both I got complete guards, Gosh, man,
What? Okay, so the top four seeds.
I'm speechless. Like I got so much to tell you. I just don't know where to start. What'd you say, man?
Or the top,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alabama and A&M are set, right? The top two seeds
Yes,
are
top
set.
two are set, and the bottom two
and the
are
bottom
set.
two are set.
If you're saying could they win it, yes, either one of those can win it.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You got to have a scale tilter. A scale tilter is a person that can take over the game. Kobe Brown, Missouri has him. Texas A&M, they got Wade Taylor and Boots Radford. Like, either one, I wouldn't be shocked if either one of those won it, without question. Like, I'm actually doing a segment on DeMoy Hodge for Missouri. Because everybody knows Kobe Brown, but DeMoy Hodge is a guy that if they want to go on a deep run, he's going to perform.
I mean, Alabama is the prohibitive favorite. I was just looking like secondary team possibilities.
They got a scale tilter too, and I will say this about Tennessee: what I think they're gonna miss from Zakai is the ball pressure more than anything and the energy. Outside of that, I do think, as far as running the show, I think they'll be fine by point guard by committee, honestly. But the energy you can't account for.
Rhett Bryant from Titans Radio coming up real quick. Preds acquire Rasmus Asplund from Buffalo for a 7th-round pick, 5'11", 185-pound centerman, 25 years old, 4 years of experience. Just, okay. Preds signed Dante Fabro to a one-year deal, $2.5 million, and they announced that they have signed goalie Kevin Lankinen to a one-year extension worth $2 million. He's the guy behind Saros. 615-737-1045. Rhett Bryant, executive producer for Titans Radio, joins us now. Are you guys back from Indianapolis?
Gordion.
I just got back home. Yes.
Hey, welcome back, Gordion.
Circle City. Yeah. How y'all doing?
How was Indianapolis? What'd you learn?
Lots of dudes are smart. Lots of dudes are quick, fast, and big. What else you want to know?
What about Byron? What about Byron Young yesterday with the 4.43?
Byron Young made himself a lot of money. He really did. You just look at those numbers, and he helped him. I mean, look, somebody does it every year, and for example, Nolan Smith from Georgia, who has had injury things and didn't have the production of Georgia. He made himself a lot of money the other day when he ran, what was it, a 4.39 official 40 and 41-inch vertical leap. Byron Young, same kind of thing. Like Nolan Smith went from being one of the first picks of night 2 to being in the first round now in the bottom. So, same thing about Byron Young. Byron Young is, I don't know where he ends up being. Coach Mack and I looked at him probably a late night 2 draftee down in the 3rd round or so, maybe in the 4th.
Yeah.
But he may work himself up into the early parts of Friday night's draft on the 28th of April. But yeah, I mean, look, and these Vols they're representing. I mean, Cedric Tillman looked just as happy as he could be this morning talking to him, and he's healthy now and ready to show out, and he will have a chance to show out tomorrow at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that's the thing about this draft, Brent, is there's not a lot of big prototypical receivers, and Cedric Tillman could really help himself by being one of the bigger receivers there who puts up good numbers.
Good point. So going back to kind of 40 times and all that, Coach Vrabel, I feel like, has been extremely adamant whenever he talks about anything draft-wise, free agency-wise, the word speed. Yes.
Speed.
It comes out of his mouth every single time because that's what's lacking on this team. They have no speed across the board.
Speed and point production. Those are the two things that
But there's a lot of speed in this draft.
Oh, gosh. Well, that's evidenced by these DBs that are running 40s today. What the kid from Michigan ran a 4.26.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good Lord. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and I told Blaine and Mickey this yesterday. One of the best-looking prospects I've seen come to a podium in the groups that have been through there so far is Joey Porter Jr., the cornerback from Penn State. That's a grown man. And then you looked at his measurables today, and you're like, yep, that's a first-round cornerback. That's probably the first corner taken off the board because he just looks the part, and he is the part. Then you look at those Maryland kids that are just blazing fast today, and of course they're doing the on-field drills with them as we speak. But Yeah, I mean, there's always somebody that improves their stock, and unfortunately, there are some times when, guys get hurt, or KJ Henry, the pass rusher from Clemson, pulled up, his hammy on the second 40-yard dash run yesterday afternoon, and sometimes things happen, but there's always arrows pointing up and down. But I'm pleased with the Vols that I've talked to at this thing, and I'm excited for Jalen Hyatt and Cedric Tillman. And for Hendon Hooker. I mean, I know Hendon Hooker can't do anything out there, but I'm telling you guys, unless the world tilts off of its axis, Hendon Hooker's the fifth quarterback taken in this draft after the four guys people will be going to be fighting over on that Thursday night, April 27th. He's the fifth guy because, golly, I saw him at the Senior Bowl, and that's the first time I'd gotten a chance to see him up close. Looks the part completely. And then, people talking about, well, he's going to be a 25-year-old rookie. You want a 25-year-old man leading your huddle in there, or do you want a 20-year-old kid? Because there's a big difference between those two ages and maturity level.
Rhett Bryant at Rhett B Tennessee on Twitter.
Gordion, who stuck out as far as mid-major guys that you think flashed from the podium speaking or just physical appearance? Anybody that you had on your radar that just jumped out?
Well, first of all, the guy that's stolen the podium feed, and he did it that first day, was Nolan Smith from Georgia. Just a magnetic personality. And then I don't know if you guys saw it. You guys were on the air, I think, when this happened. But Stacey Dales had a great interview with him after he ran his 40 time.
We watched it. We just didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good interview, and I happened to be walking to the convention center this morning and saw her on the escalator. I said, "Hey, great job." She said, "Well, listen, I don't take any credit. It's all the players." I said, "Well, you had a heck of a player to talk to. He seems just outstanding." And anyway, we were talking about how magnetic a personality he is. But yeah, I knew today he's going to get some swagger in there. Big Slay. Jaden Reed, the wide receiver from Michigan State, he's the kid you probably saw pictures of. He had his shades on. He got tightened up at the barber. He looked the part now. And did not lack any confidence whatsoever. Came away really impressed with Tyler Scott, a wide receiver from Cincinnati. You'll see run tomorrow. This is a guy a track guy his whole life. He started running AAU track when he was about 6, and you'll see the speed and the short area quickness with him. He's a sleeper in this thing. Now, he's a smaller receiver, but he is going to blaze it up. Julius Brents, the cornerback from Kansas State, had a nice conversation with him yesterday. Alpha dog, long cornerback in this draft, kind of like the Joey Porter Jr. guy. But there's one of the reasons why I like to go to the podium is to hear, obviously, their local beat writers who have covered them in college that show up at the combine that know more about their background more than what I've just been digging. And so to hear stories of, how these guys came to get to this point, and, all of them have these different paths, and some of them very difficult, whether it's financially or just heartbreak, or they go to a couple of JUCOs before they get, their chance to flash in a Division I school. And Ali Gay from LSU is a pass rusher that I'm really enthused and compelled by his story. Now, he is from Gambia, and a lot of these kids that come from Africa have some incredible stories of how they got here. Their dad moved to Washington State outside of Seattle in 2007, and until his mom could get asylum for him and his siblings, he didn't see his dad for 4 years before he came here. And then he, I think he originally committed to Washington State, but had some problems with test scores and ended up taking a long route. But he's there, like the other 318 guys, and trying to make his dreams come true. And that's the thing that I love, is the human element of this. Like Bryan Bresee, the defensive lineman who lost his sister to cancer last year, and what a story that is. And then just to see them, with their athletic traits showing up, and just to talk to them and kind of get an idea about what kind of person they are. And you can tell some guys are more at ease than others, and some have more confidence than others. And it's always an exciting time because, it's the next step in this thing. It's You've seen all these college all-star games, and now they're there trying to prove their worth in front of general managers and owners and scouts and those kinds of things. And, this is the wild and woolly time. This is my favorite time of the year because, the Monday after next is the legal tampering window and the first day of free agency and all that good stuff. And all of this is going on at the same time. Pro days are happening at all their schools. So it's always interesting to me just to see how someone makes a decision I'm going to run a 40 time, but I'm going to do the rest at my pro day and, or I'm going to do this and not do that, and how they arrive at those decisions. But the other thing that's really crazy about the combine is just it's a who's who of NFL and royalty. I mean, you never know who you are going to see. You just don't. We were having dinner the other night, and Coach Mack introduced me to the Steelers general manager and the Rooney family, who was sitting at a table next to us, and just you never know who you're going to see, and unless you're paying attention and kind of know who these people look like, they're very unsuspecting, and you could walk right past them. You wouldn't even know the difference. It's just, that's what makes this such a great event in the sports world, and certainly for the NFL, because it's a place where everybody is at one spot.
So let's hit a little quarterback talk.
Oh, a little quarterback talk. Okay.
If there is a quarterback there at 11, which one would the Titans, do you think, like for it to be?
Well, let me say this. That first half dozen picks is going to be bananas.
Yeah.
You're going to have, you have two AFC South teams in the top 5, and then you have other teams that are, let's say, for example, Carolina at 9 with Frank Reich. If they don't get a veteran quarterback, you're going to see teams. I mean, the Bears are sitting in the catbird seat. I could see them trade down twice in the top 5 and still get who they're looking for defensively.
Which is what they've said they've wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just hypothetical here. Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Will Levis are probably the first 3 to go because Will Levis's stock is starting to rise. You're starting to see teams look at him and fall in love with him because they're ready to scrap whatever happened in 2022 in a Kentucky team that wasn't as good. He had all those turnovers. I had one person say, hey, and I'm not saying he's this guy, but in a comp situation, it's like Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan's last year at Boston College wasn't a great team, threw a lot of picks, but he's had a great career. So there's your 3, and then here's Anthony Richards sitting at the 4th spot.
Yeah.
Now, does he improve his stock enough that it's a toss-up as to who's who after Bryce Young? Because I do believe Bryce Young's probably the first pick. He's the most polished of all of these guys and ready to go. But
even though he's small,
the durability. That's right. So if I'm guessing, it's Anthony Richardson sitting there at 11, and if they decide that Ryan Tannehill is it, and that's pretty much what Rand Carthon has said this week, then Rand Carthon's going to start fielding phone calls because somebody's going to want to get him. But I don't know that I don't know any of those 4 are there at 11. I really don't.
Yeah, if I'm the Titans, I start putting it out there that I might go quarterback at 11. Just for that, just to be able to trade it.
Stir the pot.
Yeah. But Anthony Richardson, man, that's a big risk reward guy.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, he is a monster of a human being. But you're right. I mean, so you look at his body of work, and of course he has 1 year as being a starter. He has athletic traits off the charts. I can't wait to see what all his measurables are tomorrow. I'm sure he'll run a good 40 time, even though he's a big dude. And you look at the game against Utah, and you're like, there it is. That's what we're looking for. And then you look at games against Missouri and Vanderbilt, you're like, what in the world? How is this guy even a consideration to be a top NFL quarterback? But, that's the things that coaches are always willing to say, I can fix that. And, for the most part, when you look at it, in the short to intermediate throws, the footwork is the problem. If his footwork can get worked out from the platform, I'm sure he can improve. I mean, you look, Jalen Hurts was a question mark, coming in, a couple of 3 years ago. Now, he was more polished at that
question
point.
mark coming in this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, all it takes is one team to fall in love. That's all it is. And the rest is the rest. So, either way, Dawn, there's 4 quarterbacks taken, I think, before that first 11, which means 4 people who are really good get shoved down closer to 11 for the Titans to have some interest in maybe being one of the top people on their board, on Rand Carthon's board, or, maybe even stirring up a trade call. I don't, even in a non-quarterback situation. Because, I could see where they could trade back and still get, if let's just say Paris Johnson and Peter Skronsky, the two consensus top tackles in this thing, are already gone. I could see him trading back and getting Osiris Torrance, the guard from Florida, in the 20s, and having a heck of a good offensive lineman to start with right there, and maybe picking up extra weapons in terms of picks with this to get another tackle somewhere shortly thereafter at 42.
Hey, great stuff, Rhett. Really appreciate it. Great coverage all week. You and all the guys with Titans Radio at Rhett B, Tennessee. And I know you guys got a lot of interviews put in the bank, and the draft will be a great production, as always, on Titans Radio.
Well, thank you. And, yes, we're looking forward to it. And Coach Mack and I will circle up next week and start looking at the next phase of things and who did what at the Combine and what the whispers were and the opinions were, and here we go. So, yeah, we're going to bring it to everybody, and y'all have a good afternoon. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Rhett. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it going on.
All right, 615-737-1045. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
William says, shaking my head, what more does Hurts have to do for y'all to say he's a good quarterback? He's a
When did we
season.
say he wasn't a good quarterback?
I think he's going off your comment that he had questions in the offseason, which he did, not from us, from everyone.
Yeah.
So did Tua, and he answered him.
I know that listening's hard, William. Another William. Jeez.
Joke! We'll be right back.
Yeah.
What's happening, good people? It's getting out early this year, and if you haven't already booked your spring tune-up, well, Babsy, now is the time.
Call Spring Hill
That's
Heating
right.
and Cooling. That's who you need to call because they're the heating and cooling company that can take care of all of your HVAC needs. By the way, all you have to do is go to the website, springhillac.com. Super easy. Maybe you turned on that air conditioning unit and you realize that it just isn't quite working. Well, guess what? You need to get it fixed now, not wait until spring or summer. And Spring Hill Heating and Cooling will offer you free service calls with their repairs, plus low monthly payments on those repairs if you need it.
That's right. Listen, we're trying to save you time from sitting outside in the driveway doing the cold bucket challenge and just dumping cold water on your head trying to cool yourself off. When you can just sit on the couch in the house, and Spring Hill Heating and Cooling can keep everything cool for you.
Yes.
You need a new unit? They got you covered. Get it done now and get 18 months of no payments. You heard us right, people. We're not stuttering. You won't have to pay for it until August of 2024, Babsy.
That's right. And if you need to book your spring tune-up for your AC unit, go ahead and do that too. Through the month of March, $79. That's it. And then you get the fall tune-up for free. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling at springhillac.com. Call them.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Coming up in the next segment, you'll hear from Bryce Young. He's been that size his whole life, he says.
Hey, I feel him on that.
So he was like a 6 foot tall kindergartner?
Yeah, well, yeah, that didn't make sense. So,
Will Levis will have something entertaining for you.
I can't wait to hear this
about himself. We'll do that in the 5 o'clock hour. Is it time for Slay's Liners?
Yes, it most definitely is.
Real quick, while you get ready, the bench press numbers. So Maisie Smith from Michigan, defensive tackle, 34 reps of 225. And they were showing him behind you during the break, and it was just as fast as you could do it, 225 pounds.
Just moving that weight, baby. I hope you can move a person like that where it translates to the field.
Byron Young from Tennessee was 22 reps with the 4.4340.
That's all right right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty good.
It is time for Slay's Liners.
Hey, brought to you by who, y'all?
Your mama and them.
Okay, I like this.
This must be about golf.
This most definitely is, Yora. Thank you for asking.
Glad I got coffee.
Well, this is the Spring Golf Classic. Join 1045 The Zone for our 2023 Spring Golf Classic on Monday, April 10th at Greystone Golf Club. The 2023 Spring Golf Classic will be a day accompanied by great food. Sure, there's cocktails. Also, fun prizes.
Prizes?
Spend the day, yes, Oyo. Spend the day teeing golf with us on April 10th. Teams are selling fast. Shh, quiet on the course. For more info or to purchase a team, visit 1045thezone.com.
Yeah, Greystone is a great golf course. If you haven't played it, it's unlike any other golf course in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, we had a ball
lot of
out
fun. The golf tournament that stands out to me is the team where we ended up with Bully and Brett Kern and Brett Batchelor. And we were not quiet on the course.
No, we were balling out there having a blast. I think Kern even left and came back. Was that the one?
Kern did leave.
Yeah, it was a rain delay.
He left went to the post office and came
That's
back.
right. I'm like, who goes to the post office?
Yeah, and come and pick right back up.
I didn't know they still had post offices.
He got back and came and hit the pin. On the tee, 10 off, hit the pin. I forgot which hole we were on. Man, Kern different. He is, man.
All right, so coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, Slay's Liners with the Music City Grand Prix. That has a different feel to it.
I wonder
than the
what kind of
golf
music. What kind of music we have for that?
Yesterday it was Sexy Back.
So no, that was the after. Was it?
No, that was Sexy Back because the after party was something different. No,
after party was Sexy Back.
No, it was Sexy Back on Music City Grand Prix because that's when Dawn told you to stop because it was so good.
That's right.
She told you to stop.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's all. Listen, it ain't up to me. It's up to Hunk.
The boss man liked that one too.
So did.
Oh yeah, we got some compliments on it.
Hey,
in-house
keep doing your thing, Hunk. It's all on you. If I do bad, it's on you.
Coming up, we'll revisit some of what the quarterbacks had to say today at the NFL Combine. That's next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Good afternoon from the Superbook.com sports desk. I'm Joe Hunk. Actually, you know what? Good evening, as a matter of fact, even though the sun is not down. Just a few moments ago, Belmont ended up losing to Indiana State 94-91 in the MVC quarterfinal tournament. Now, coming up here in about 4.5 hours from right now, you are going to have UT Martin, Tennessee Tech, OVC Championship semifinal. Again, the OVC semifinal for the OVC Championship at 9:30 on ESPNU. Now, around the college football world, you heard Brent mention it just a little while ago. Lynn Robbins is officially done for the season as he broke his leg during the game against Kentucky. Averaged 15 points this season and 6.8 rebounds. For all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, Friday edition. Ron Slay headed to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Not yet, yo.
Well, in a little bit.
Yep, true.
Full day tomorrow.
Fully loaded day. The last day in studio.
Last day for SEC Network in studio?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because the tournament's next week.
That's right.
Will you be doing work with the tournament people?
Most definitely will.
He's going to be living in Bridgestone.
Right. Yeah.
SEC games tomorrow. Number 2, Alabama at number 24, Texas A&M, 11 o'clock on CBS.
Oh.
Georgia at South Carolina, Tennessee at Auburn at 1, Kentucky at Arkansas at 1, Ole Miss, Missouri at 2:30, LSU, Florida at 5, and Mississippi State, Vandy at 7:30. So full slate of games on the last Saturday of the regular season, and then it's SEC tournament time. And so far, only the number 1 and number 2 seeds are locked in, and the 13 and 14 seeds are locked in.
Top and the bottom.
Top and the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, who is monitoring an XFL coach's call right now.
Yes, she is. She's working.
She is. As are you. You were working during the break. I'm recording a commercial.
I was. And you know what? I got some work done. A little frustrating, but and it really ain't even frustrating. It's just, come on, man. You try to listen, people. Don't be perfect out there. Just be yourself.
Boy, nobody's. There was one perfect guy in this world.
And he's gone, but he's still here at the same time.
He's still here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, just to let you behind the curtain for a second. It's much easier for us to do things live than it is recorded.
Mm-hmm.
When you know you have a net, you mess up. Because you're trying for perfection. When you're live on the radio, things are just coming out of your mouth.
That's right, you are. You're absolutely right.
So if you would have cut that commercial live right now, you would have done it one take.
Oh, man, knocked it out the park. That's probably what I should have did. Huh? Did you get all that even? Huh?
I don't know. I started doing my update.
I know.
I'll let you know here in just a second.
I turned my mic off, though.
I know. I appreciate that, as a matter of fact. I mean, I made sure that I wasn't going over your recording, and I just started talking about Belmont.
That was pretty cool.
What's Belmont up to, Hunt?
They took an L.
Oh.
94-91.
TSU and Belmont out.
Dang.
Well, there's another Tennessee team that's going to have to lose tonight because Tennessee Tech and UT Martin play each other.
Well.
Is Tennessee Tech closer than UT Martin? Geographically speaking?
Tennessee Tech.
Because that's who I'm going to be for. Whoever's closer to Nashville.
Where's UT Martin? No, UT Martin is – Tennessee Tech is closer.
That's
Tennessee
what I
Tech
think.
is closer. Yep. No, don't think it. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
We'll make it to Cookeville in probably 45 minutes to an hour once we get past Lebanon. We rolling up there. That's about an hour away. Hour 15 at the most.
3HL Friday edition, 615-737-1045, talking about the NFL Combine, some college basketball. He is, in fact, Ron Slay.
I'm in the building.
Good old Rocky Top.
Okay.
This kind got no
Does
roof.
Tennessee get the W on the last day in Auburn?
No roof.
What say you, Ron Slay?
I say it is two scenarios. Scenario 1, Will Tennessee be okay in this regular season game, in the regular season finale without a point guard? I'm going to say yes, because they have guys that have played the point guard spot. If it was just a random situation and nobody didn't know who was going to be right there, I think it'll be a problem. Will the energy be matched by the void of Zakai Ziegler?
Yeah, because Auburn's going to come out with energy.
Without question.
The way they went down against Alabama and the way Bruce was pissed, I watched all that unfold. I was like, oh.
Yep, exactly.
Well, you thought the same thing?
Yep. Yeah. So you got to shoot the ball well in the jungle, which is difficult. On the flip side of that, I think Auburn wins if Wendell Green plays under control and not erratic. If that's the case, then I think they beat the Vols, man, because they have so much more. Their backs all the way against, like, they're in the corner. They're in the corner, not back against it. They like all the way in the corner of the room. They got to come out fighting, because they lose this game. Now, that's going to pour over. I don't care what nobody say. Like, it is a new season once you get to SEC tournament play. When you lose this game, morale will be all the way down. And I don't know how you grab it back to go on a run in the SEC tournament. If you lose the way you did against Alabama, then you lose against your might as well be a rival in Tennessee, because of Pearl being there. Going to be hard to get that team back on board, man. But they do got a hell of a class coming in next year, so they may start looking forward to that.
I'm all the way down instead of I'm all the way up.
Yeah, all the way down. So
were there gyms for you that were like more difficult than others to shoot in? Because the sight lines are always so different.
Yep. Bridgestone was actually difficult for me to shoot in.
It seems like every time Tennessee plays at Bridgestone, they have trouble shooting the basketball.
Yeah, and that's crazy, because Thompson Bowling, the depth perception in there is kind of similar in a sense, but man, it's different, man. Bridgestone is different, but yeah,
it's because like the end zone seats go
flatten up,
yeah, yep. Don't rise up. So,
yeah, yep.
So you're looking at things way through the goals.
Right, and you're like, what are you doing? Just focus on the goal, and you can't. I never shot well in the Georgia Dome, ever.
Same thing there.
Yeah, that was a dumb place.
Joke! Did you ever shoot well and like shoot around in the Georgia Dome? You're like, I got it today.
No, I think I was just like, but I did in Bridgestone. I did shoot well and shoot around. I was feeling good in there because I was home. I felt like home. And Georgia Dome, it's even bigger. The depth perception in there is worse than it is in Bridgestone. So
let's do this. Let's revisit C.J. Stroud real quick. The quarterback's meeting with the media. He does not want to go number 1 overall. Hunk's finding it. There it is. I sprung it on him.
So,
I mean, no, I don't want to go there. I mean, that's his team. So,
Chicago,
but I mean, I think I got to do my thing. I got to go build my legacy, and I know he's rude to me. He texted me yesterday morning. So, me and him are brothers for life.
I just don't understand. I don't want to go to the first pick.
He's showing it respect to Fields.
Yeah, that's listen, man. What you got? You better hurry up and realize, man. This is a business. This ain't about being friends.
Yeah,
you better go get paid.
I'd be like, I don't want to go to the Rockets because Charles Barkley's there.
You're like, what? Like, what are you? I bet the Bears were sitting there like, oh, just X him off. This brother here is just crazy. What? You don't want to be the first pick in the draft?
I mean, he said he didn't want to go to the Bears, not that he didn't want to be the first pick.
Yeah, that's right. Like, even if the Bears trade, which they will, he don't want to go there because Justin. He texted with him last night.
He could have been. He could have been at that moment saying that comment,
knowing
in the football stadium where he could be playing.
Well, we've got a series of interesting quotes from soundbites from these quarterbacks. Here's Stetson Bennett, Georgia quarterback, meeting with the media.
Yeah, it was, a mistake.
Public intoxication arrest.
Everybody's aware of. I understand, why that can't happen. It was, I've talked to coaches about it, talked to GMs, apologized to my family. That's who I, felt worse about. Felt like I let them down because no matter where I go now, and even without all this, I've got an obligation on the 4th. Can't do that if your last name's Bennett, and I know better.
So you can do it if your name is not Bennett?
Apparently. Here's Susan. Susan, what's up?
What?
Susan.
Yes.
Hey, how you
Sorry.
doing, Susan?
Hi.
It's okay.
It's Suzanne. I'm doing great.
Oh, hey,
Thank
Suzanne.
You. Love listening to your program. Y'all do a great job.
Thank you.
I will have to say, sorry, Ron, I'm a big Vanderbilt fan, and I'm just sick to hear about poor Liam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
listen, we are too. We are too.
I know it.
I hate that.
But you all were just talking about Stetson Bennett, but unfortunately I missed it. What is his problem? Why is he not in the combine? And why is he not being talked about?
He is in the combine. He's not being talked about because his physical characteristics, according to NFL people, don't translate. So this is something that he has fought with his entire career. He went to Georgia as a walk-on.
Right.
That's why it's such an amazing story that he was able to get 2 national titles as a starting quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, does that translate? Does that translate to NFL success? Remains to be seen. But he is at the combine, but he's just not a guy that those people that evaluate prospects put near the top of that board.
Well, I've heard y'all talk about Bryce Young, even his size
Yeah.
not being necessarily
funny-
NFL material either. But
Funny that you bring him up because we're going to play a cut from him right now. Thank you, Suzanne. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Suzanne.
okay, can I ask one more quick
Oh,
question?
yeah.
Tell me why you all call Don Davenport Babs. I've always wondered that.
I'm glad you asked because we need to say this every so often. Her middle name is Babette.
Oh, okay, great.
So that became
That's good to know.
became Babsy and Babs.
Yeah, I put a Y on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
It became
Well, thank
Babs,
you
and
so
Slay
much.
made it Babsy.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Great. Well,
Thank you, Suzanne.
y'all.
All right. Speaking of Bryce Young, he says he's been this size his whole life.
I've been this size, respectfully my whole life. I know who I am. I know what I can do. And, for me, I think it's fair. Everyone can speculate and ask whatever questions are necessary. But, I'm going to continue to control what I can control. Keep working my hardest to put myself in a good position. And I'm confident in myself. I know what I can do. And, I'm just excited to get to that next level.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Great answer.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been
knew
like
that was coming.
he hasn't been 6 feet, 175 pounds his whole life, or 200 or
Says
whatever.
who?
No.
Says
But he's been small his whole life.
Because there's diapers that are not made that big, Slee.
All right, let's get Will Levis real quick before the break, and then
So you can marinate on it?
Yeah, and then we'll revisit it as well. He says he has one of the strongest arms to ever be in the draft.
Physically, I just say my arm talent. I think I got one of the stronger arms that's come out of any draft class in recent memory. And then just who I am as a person, kind of my morals, what I stand for, my values. And I think that's been the most kind of beneficial thing for me to be able to share with these coaches throughout these formal and informal interviews, to just get them to know me as a person, get them to kind of understand how seriously I take every aspect of my life, and just letting them know how much I love ball and how I'm able to use those values and those morals to make me the best person in the locker room and on the field as possible.
Woo!
Marinate on that, and then we'll replay it when we come back. 615-737-1045 if you would like to comment on Will Levis saying he has one of the strongest arms to come out of the draft in a while.
What draft was it?
Did you splice that, Hunk?
No, actually, I really, really didn't. Huh. That's just how fast he talks.
He's confident.
That's that. I
told y'all he had a strong arm. So did he.
I got to take. I got to take.
We know
that.
he has a strong arm.
Apparently, one of the strongest ones that's come out in the draft in a while.
Yeah,
I got to.
According to him.
I got to take on that.
All right, 615-737-1045. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. That's where you need to go to get stocked up for the weekend. 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood in the Public Shopping Center. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. So open till 9 tonight, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow night. Closed on Sundays. Delivery through the Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits app. Curbside pickup as well. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, locally owned and serving Middle Tennessee for more than 17 years. My guy Jason and his guys will be able to help you out, and they'll be able to help you find maybe something you haven't tried before in their expansive bourbon section. Their huge wine section as well, and craft beers, cigars. They've got everything you're looking for. So if you know what you want, certainly pop in and get it. But if you want some advice on something that you might want to try that maybe you haven't, their experts will be able to help you out. Specials every Wednesday, Senior Day. So remember that. Put that into your phone. Come in for special discounts. Every day they honor the military discount, case discounts every day as well. Again, really easy to get in and out over there in Maryland Farms in the public shopping center. Open 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. tomorrow. So get stocked up. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, MarylandFarmsWS.com. Get your bar fully loaded for the weekend with my friends at Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Remember when
Hunk's
I love
trying
these?
to get you ready for the weekend here.
Remember when I love these videos? Remember the cast from that ABC show? I forget the name of it. Did it?
Hey, big girl.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. He is doing it. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport. Wait. You weren't in here for intros.
So wasn't?
I wasn't.
That's bunk. That's bunk. Twitch, please. Twitch, please. Twitch, please.
Happy Friday.
Twitch, please. Ron Slay is here. Brent Doherty, producer Joe Hunk. And Will Levis is a very confident individual. What did he say about his arm strength?
Physically, I just say my arm talent. I think I got one of the stronger arms that's come out of any draft class in recent memory. And then just who I am as a person, kind of my morals, what I stand for, my values. And I think that's been the most kind of beneficial thing for me to be able to share with these coaches throughout these formal and informal interviews, to just get them to know me as a person, get them to kind of understand how seriously I take every aspect of my life, and just letting them know how much I love ball and how I'm able to use those values and those morals to make me the best person in the locker room and on the field as possible.
I feel like I need like some kind of a downer or something after hearing him talk. Do you know what I mean?
What?
I feel like he's had like 12 cups of coffee.
Oh.
Dawn's saying she needs a gummy. That's
Listen,
what she's saying.
If I'm an NFL GM, I appreciate that confidence.
I'm not talking about the confidence. It comes off as fake.
Oh, like he's trying hard?
Yeah.
The anti-Stetson Bennett?
What is Ron Slay's take?
Can you read what I wrote right there? What does that say?
Scripted.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't come in here with
So
that.
literally, that's the opposite of Stetson Bennett. Like we saw both ranges.
We so did.
Wow.
So did. Like, come on, dog. Give me you, man. Give me you. I felt like, and the reason I say that is because of SEC Media Day, when we had him.
He was not like that.
He was not like that.
No.
He was not
very
like
chill.
that. And it felt like
And honestly, he almost kind of can come off as like a jerk.
In a sense, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Totally opposite
Yep.
from that soundbite that we just heard.
Yep. And he was like, it felt like when he sat down, it was
I'm
gonna
not
be like,
calling him
we
a
gotta
jerk.
no,
Relax,
yeah.
Kentucky people.
It felt like we had to loosen him up. But then all of a sudden it was like, oh man, he talking.
Yeah.
Like, because I think he was he sitting next to us before he came over to us? Because we heard his interview with him.
Yeah.
And we were like, man, this might not be that good. And he sat down up with us and it was like, oh, okay. They got some liveliness in them.
I would argue that happens with a lot of guys at those events.
True, too. Maybe we should have been up there asking the question.
I mean,
teams should bring us in to ask the questions.
I mean, I'm confident in our conversational
Me
abilities
too.
with these guys, and I know that might come across a certain kind of way, but I'm just saying, like,
That's what it is, yo.
We get a lot out of these dudes, and it's funny. Like at Hunk, you were there at the Super Bowl, like Radio Row. Like all these guys would get up and go, "Man, that was the most fun I've had today."
Oh yeah, I still have some of the reps texting me now with interview ideas and guests that they like just because they like you guys so much.
Well, so Will Levis with us, I thought showed a big personality, and he was really confident, and he's got the big arm. The only question for me is like what Babs keeps talking about is his decision making. Like,
which Cosell says
you could check
looks
it.
okay.
You could check it down to the open guy, but he still tries to force it into traffic and throws picks, trying to make the big play. And that's probably maybe just being a little too competitive. But I mean, there's some guys that had long careers in the NFL doing that. So
that confident too.
Yeah.
That he can make that. Well, I think part of that from last year, but see, he did it in 2021 too. But part of that from last year was him trying to do anything in his power to make some kind of play because they struggled so bad to move the chains offensively. So part of that, I think, was him forcing things because he felt like he had to or they would have no chance.
That can happen.
Yeah.
That can happen.
But to your point, I think we saw that a little bit of that the year prior too, when he didn't necessarily have to make things happen like that.
And at the beginning, so outside of the way it came across, the way he the way he delivered it. Other than that, the strongest arm in the draft from recent memory. How far does his memory go? That would have been my fault.
Because Josh Allen is
yeah.
like.
And Jamarcus Russell got on his knees and launched it to the moon.
Okay, but
Like-
Will Levis was probably what, like 9?
But to
when
his question, how far are you going? How far are you going?
That's why I asked, like how, like.
But that's why he left it open-ended, probably, because he could just dial it back wherever he
But
wants.
you can certainly say Josh Allen.
Yeah, like without question.
Todd on YouTube says, sounds like he's in a Miss America pageant.
It's so true.
Pretty
It's
fast.
like a rehearsed interview answer.
World peace.
And talking really fast.
End the world hunger.
Yeah.
Remember Miss South Carolina with her geography, her geography answer?
Yeah, that was not ideal.
As a former pageant person, when that happened, what was your reaction?
Oh my gosh, I just cringed. Like, come on. Are you kidding? No. Oh, bless her heart. No, don't. Oh, just stop talking.
Yeah, she was talking about like maps, right? Like people in other countries don't have maps.
Well, the problem was
can't
that
remember.
she clearly didn't hear or listen or comprehend the question in the first place.
She just kept adding.
Basically,
on to
the
it.
question was something. God, this was
here.
probably 15 or 20 years ago. Y'all.
Hunk has it, I think. Do you
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much. So what was the question?
Wow.
Can you find what the question was?
Yeah, the question was something along the lines of
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
Recent polls have shown this percentage of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why? And that was her answer.
Her name is Caitlin Upton. She was, this is going to blow y'all away. She was born in Lexington, Kentucky.
She's gorgeous. I wonder what she's doing now.
That's what I just looked up.
What's her name?
She was
Kate
on The
Upton?
Amazing Race in 2010, and apparently she is selling real estate right now in L.A.
In L.A.? Ooh,
I'm
that's
assuming
a
she
tough
found it
gig.
on the map.
Yeah, Upton reported herself as selling real estate in Brentwood, Los Angeles. She married personal trainer Charlie McNeil in 2016. They divorced in 2019.
Oh.
Okay, this was Justin Verlander.
That's Kate Upton.
It's Kate Upton.
What's her name?
Caitlin Upton.
Oh, she out here trying to.
That was not Kate Upton.
Kate Upton is a different animal.
No, I know Kate Upton. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Say she's 30.
Okay, well, there you go.
She had a baby with her boyfriend in 2020.
Okay. Good luck to her.
Yeah, Caitlin Upton. Oh, she went to Appalachian State University.
Oh, she partied.
She's 33 years old now.
That's a party.
Wow. That was at Miss Teen USA, too.
Mm.
That was a teen question. She was Miss South Carolina Teen USA, right?
Yeah, she's 5'10".
Wow.
She was taller than Mario Lopez in that video, I'll tell you that.
That was amazing. That was an amazing, like to hear that soundbite again and that answer again. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. I didn't think that would come up today, but you know,
Although
this is 3HL.
Will Levis was very conditioned,
Yes.
He was ready.
programmed,
He was ready for that question.
was
All right.
Two programs.
better programmed than her.
Way program.
SEC tournament coming up next week. We'll be broadcasting live Wednesday through Friday over there.
All day long. Yep.
Yep.
All the shows are just us, Hunk.
He's on the phone.
Oh, thanks, Hunk.
I think it's all the shows.
Back to you, Hunk. Jason, next up on 3HL. Jason, what's up?
Just want to start off by, saying, just because I'm not going to get drafted, I just want to apologize to my family, just because I'm not going to get drafted, I could walk on like I did at Georgia, I could walk on somewhere, as in the words Charles Barkley said, Oh, knucklehead. What is he doing? What is he doing, man? What is he doing? What is he doing?
Crazy.
Come on, Ryan. What's he doing?
I've been out there tripping, man. I don't know what was
He
going on.
knew that question was coming,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's the on my brakes in the middle of the highway almost caused a 5-car wreck. I was like, this dude's really not saying this, what he's saying right now.
Thank you, Jason.
It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is Stetson Bennett going to get drafted? If he doesn't
not.
if he doesn't get drafted, would you bring him in undrafted free agent?
I'm straight.
I would.
I mean, there's something about the guy.
Yeah, it is. He wins.
He won 2 national titles.
Yep.
As a
He
former
was
walk-on,
drunk
that's
on
pretty
Good
amazing.
Morning America and rocked it. Did not care.
Fried. That's the one I
He
wanted.
was fried.
Nah, I'm with
And
that
went
one.
at Michael.
Yeah,
Strahan.
I'm with that one. That's where it's at.
He's been told his entire football career he's not good enough. And he won 2 national championships.
Mm-hmm.
I would absolutely bring that dude in and give him a chance because you never know.
Yeah, undrafted. I'll bring him in. I'll bring him in undrafted. You can talk me into that one, Babs.
I mean,
I'm not. You drafted
to
him?
me, it's a no-brainer.
You drafted him with one of your
I'm
6
not
or 7
drafting
round
him.
picks?
No.
Me either. Me either.
I wouldn't have drafted Cole McDonald with my 7th
Listen,
round pick
Cole
either.
McDonald.
That's
Don't
cool.
disrespect Cole McDonald. Cole McDonald had.
He's in the XFL now.
Didn't he have like the cornrow mullet or something?
Yes. It was amazing.
It's
like Mike
it's
Norvell.
like looking at me like I'm crazy.
He did. He played at Hawaii. Go look up his
Cole McDonald?
Yes. 7th round pick. Wasn't he a 7th round pick for the Tennessee Titans?
I mean,
he got cornrow mullet. I said a mugget. Cornrow
Do I need to
mullet.
dump that? Is that a word? Like,
I
is
don't
that
know.
a bad word?
It felt bad.
It really, I feel dirty after hearing it.
Felt bad.
Yeah, he really did.
Look at this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what Cole McDonald's doing now. Is he a real estate agent in L.A.?
He's in the XFL.
Oh, my goodness. Shut up.
Do you have him, Babsy?
No.
Does he still have the mullet braids?
No, he got
Dreads?
rid of it.
Okay, good. Good for him.
Oh my gosh, actually I do have him.
You got him. I knew you had him. You got him today. I mean tomorrow.
Yeah,
I mean Sunday.
but I think he's a backup. Yeah, he's the backup for Houston for the Roughnecks.
Oh, that's
Who's the starter for Houston?
Brandon Silvers.
Huh.
28 years old. Played at Troy.
No, I was gonna say let us guess, Babsy.
Oh,
I wasn't
sorry.
guessing.
But you wouldn't have known.
What about the other team, San Antonio? You had them last week.
And that's who I'll have this week. I'll be on their sideline. Jack Cohn from Notre Dame. I feel like people will remember him.
Mm-hmm. I think that's right.
I mean, he's not that old.
Mm-hmm.
He was just at Notre Dame as the quarterback. Yeah. I mean, he's got a 67%. No, 68% completion percentage right now.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
I do see a picture of Cole McDonald with the Titans where he went without the braids.
Dude, you say his name just like you about to break out into
Had
the
a
song.
farm.
Yeah, I mean, you say it perfectly. Like it's set up for the
You
song.
don't even have a toddler right now and you think that way.
Cole
It's like it's
McDonald.
there. Cole McDonald.
Cole McDonald had a
fun.
He might. I don't know.
Do they still do E-I-E-I-O?
Yeah.
They do? That's good.
No, it's
No.
not.
Why would they not do that?
I mean, like, you know.
You never know.
man,
I mean,
they getting new
they're getting
songs
rid of
coming.
everything
Hey,
nowadays.
man.
Because
They come with all kind of new songs.
farmers are getting pissed and they're offended by it.
I'm sure
okay?
somebody's offended by E EIEIO.
The farm culture is canceling.
Yes.
Farmers aren't canceling.
They're getting so angry. I mean, first you've got them on, their farmersonly.com. They're getting mad about that. Then you want to throw them on their own dating sites and their own
Farmer
dating
Almanac.
shows.
Oh, man.
Didn't you try to go get tickets yesterday at Bridgestone Arena?
Speaking of farmers, yes, I tried to go get Morgan Wallen tickets.
See, remember when Morgan Wallen was trying to be canceled?
When
Oh,
is it?
yeah.
That's tonight, right?
Bro, I wish you would have been canceled.
Stay away.
And you went down to Bridgestone Arena, and that line was like, they were issuing statements for people to not come down there because they're not going to get
Really?
tickets.
Morgan Wallen had to put out another video saying, stop getting in line.
Yeah.
Heck, if you're in line, you're probably not getting tickets.
I mean, that dude said some ridiculous things. There's no question. But, man, people love that.
He shot out a tweet
His
at
music
like
is really good.
8 a.m. By 9 o'clock, there were lines all the way around Bridgestone, 2 and 3 deep. I'm telling you, there were leggings and sweatshirts everywhere.
Leggings and sweatshirts.
By the way, any of you people out there who got tickets and are now putting them up for sale, your free tickets for
They're
sale,
not doing that, Babsy.
you're a crappy human being, okay?
You, Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, and look, people are doing it and people are paying for them, but you're a crappy human being. That was not his intention. His intention was for people to be able to go that maybe could never afford to go to one
That's
of his
exactly
shows.
right.
That's crazy.
Yep. So when we come back, Slay's Liners. Next on 3HL. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Did you almost fall out of your chair like I did the other day?
That was my computer. Hope that bag saved it. Funky.
The computer that you got fixed instead of getting a new one?
That's right, y'all.
And it's working well?
It is absolutely working well.
All right.
That was good little music to come in on right there, huh?
Oh, don't worry. You're about to hear some more of it once you start talking about something.
Yeah, because Slay's got to catch a flight, but it's been delayed. I guess because they're getting pushed back because of the wind.
No. You know what it was?
What?
They thought I wasn't going to be able to do my liners, so they said, you know what, delay that flight.
The whole plane.
Mama and them don't play. Mama and them going to make sure them liners get done, so.
It is time for Slay's Liners.
Brought to you by who, y'all?
Your mama and them.
Okay. So this is the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
All right, everybody, come on. Come on down. Music City Grand Prix is taking place right here at 104.5 The Zone. Now you got to know, it's excited to partner with the big machine, Music City Grand Prix 2023. All right, let's make this real simple. Listen all week to the Buck Rising Show for your chance to win 3-day GA passes to the third annual Big Machine Music City Grand Prix. Tickets are on sale now at MusicCityGPD.com. CityGP.com. MusicCityGP.com. That's where the tickets on sale. That's where your tickets on sale. That's the lineup for today.
Don't you love, most radio shows have these things called meetings, right? Like where they talk about hey, we really should do this, or maybe this would work. We just live on the air go, hey, Slay, do the liner. Let's see what happens.
Let's try this crash course.
I can guarantee you there was no meeting about this.
No. And then it turns into that.
Nobody came up with this.
There was no meeting that could come up with that idea. I think that was a good plan.
Babs, if you think we'll work better as a show if we have a bunch of meetings, go ahead and take that somewhere else.
I gave up. It's been 6 years, Mayor. I gave up.
You know what's funny? I was telling Hunk about that yesterday after the show. Wasn't I, Hunk? I was like, we were talking about how you are freaking rocking. And I was like, man, she just goes with everything now. I was like, it used to not be that way.
It really used to not be that way.
No,
I said she used to man, we need a net under us.
Oh, no, now we don't.
Dude.
Oh, then it's gone.
Hey, I still try.
Yes,
I still try.
At times you do.
But it's kind of, it's not a real try.
But we've worked it to the point now when you try to make us structured, it's actually funny.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say you kind of get laughed
Great,
at.
guys.
It's like Todd Downing saying that he's going to try to throw the ball some more.
That's like when
he says he's going to do it.
It's like Todd Downing saying that he's going to get creative.
We see it. Yeah, we see it.
Oh, man. Ecky Pop just texted me crying real tears. He just wrote. Remember Ecky Pop?
Hadn't seen him in a minute.
No.
It has been a while.
Our last live show was at A Moment's Peace a long time ago. And Ecky Pop was there.
I love that place. Yeah, we need another live show here soon.
We so do.
Maybe
Somebody have us out to hang out.
We have live shows coming up next week.
Oh,
that doesn't count.
It does count. Think about how many people we're going to hang out with next week at Bridgestone.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be fun.
Only people that have tickets.
We got them to do the Pig Suey last year.
Yep.
Remember?
I remember that one. And then early on.
I don't.
So.
Remember? No.
It's funny, though, because the crowd does get interactive because we're right there in the freaking concourse.
So do.
And so one year, Clay Travis got at it with Matt Jones. So Matt Jones from Kentucky Sports Radio is a lot like
volatile.
Clay because he's an attorney also. And I mean, they're really similar to they'll both fight me.
They both say kind of ridiculous things sometimes.
They'll both fight me for saying that they're similar to each other.
Yeah.
But so Matt was there live, and so he and Clay got into it.
Yeah.
About Kentucky and Tennessee, and I mean, it was loud. And then
in the middle of the concourse.
Yes, and Kentucky was playing that day in that session, so all these Kentucky fans just, huddled around us. They were above us in the club level.
Really?
It was crazy. But the call in the Hogs was hilarious.
That was good. That was good. We put him right on the mic. I remember that.
I don't
Babs
remember that. Where was I?
That's a good question, Babs.
Was it last year?
Yep.
No, 2 years ago.
It wasn't last year.
It was 2 years
Well,
ago?
2 years ago was COVID.
So it had to be 19 because,
Oh, you weren't officially working with us yet.
I was
That's
just up
what
there.
it was. You were just there to watch Tennessee, so you came on the show with me because she was gone.
That's what it was. I wasn't there.
Yep, sure was.
That was baby time.
And you weren't even official host on 3HL, but you were out in the crowd getting people to do hog calls and stuff.
Okay, so that's why I don't remember it.
Yep.
I wonder. I was with baby probably.
Oh, maybe.
Probably so.
She ain't baby no more. She's little Babs.
I thought it was last year.
She
That's
ain't a
crazy.
baby anymore.
No,
She's still
She's
cursing?
a boss. Yeah, she did it this morning. I'm like, listen.
For those that don't know, how
No.
old is little Babs?
2.5.
Okay. And she said, what? What happened today?
She dropped something. Now, listen, I'm going to give her credit that she's using it properly, and I'm actually very proud of that. At 2.5, she realizes when to say Shiano. Now, I'm getting yelled at by Mr. Babs because he says that comes from me, which it probably does. So she has this little kitchen, like fake kitchen. So she dropped her dishes today, and it was like a big, in her defense, it was a big drop, and plates went everywhere. And sure enough, she goes, Shiano.
It was in context.
Yep.
That was a good job.
I just froze. I just froze. And I like.
How do you
kind of-
not laugh?
I try really hard not to laugh because I
Amen.
cannot teach her that this is okay.
Yeah. Or it's funny.
Well, and I freeze, and then I kind of like look to the side to see if Mr. Babs heard it or is watching. And if he did, I'm like, no, Hadley, we don't say that word. Don't follow mommy's lead.
Please
Oh. Yeah.
Shiano.
Boy, Travis over there with those two women.
Hey, man.
It's so like when she does say it, it's so passionate too.
I love it.
Like it's hard
I
not
love
to
it.
be
Here's the funny thing.
proud that she gets it, and it's like,
On the inside, you clapping.
yeah.
Clapping your hands.
You know she's doing that at daycare.
Trust me, her teachers are like, these parents of the year. Y'all,
Hey,
they've
daycare
been
teachers
asking
out
for
there.
new wipes for like 2 weeks.
Get
I'm
them
like,
wipes.
I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
Get you next time around. Shiano.
Shiano.
Hey, listen, little Babs, just don't drop the dishes.
That's all.
How about that?
Is that what you're saying when they ask you at the door? Hey, did you bring those wipes? Shiano.
Yes.
All right, back at it on Monday. We'll get you set for the SEC tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Start talking about all the automatic qualifiers.
You can catch Slay on SEC Network all
That's
day
right.
tomorrow.
Be there live and direct, baby, all day
And
long.
Don Davenport, XFL in Houston. with
Yeah,
San
man.
Antonio,
Sunday
Houston.
night, 7 o'clock on ESPN2, I think.
You really need us to go, don't you, Hunt?
I mean, this is keeping me from going to that baby shower tomorrow. So if y'all just want to keep talking.
More of us coming up. The
Happy
after
wife,
party.
happy
Brought to you by
life,
Waking
Hunk.
180.
Yep. Later. Have a great weekend. Good night. God bless.
See ya.